Hello, guys, and welcome back to Life with Paulie. It is currently September 22nd. It is 7 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sitting here with Annabelle. She's playing with her little toy. I just took her out to the bathroom. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, I moved out of my apartment in my 2007 Saturn Ion until I save enough money to buy a SUV to turn into my tiny home. I was looking towards an SUV or a van, but I think I'm shooting more towards an SUV now, because I did see a couple nice setups. I seen this one guy's setup and it just looked amazing, very roomy and very just out of this world setup in his SUV for full-time living. I am a full-time car living person, and I chose this life for myself. Now, before I get started on the video, I would like to say that I'm worried about one of my subscribers, and if she watches this video, please comment on this video. So I'm not so worried about you. And her name is Retro Stephanie. If you haven't checked out her channel, go check out her channel. I'm really worried about you, Retro Stephanie. Stephanie, I haven't heard a comment from you in a while, and usually you commented on my videos, and I'm just worried about you. I hope that you're doing well. Hope that you're not sick, and hope that you are okay. I just want to know. I just wanted you to know that I did notice I wasn't getting your comments anymore. So, and I know that you were commenting on my videos, and, you know, and I just want to make sure you're okay. That's all. I just want to check in with you. But yeah, I'm sitting here with Annabelle. Like I said, it's currently September 22nd at 7 a.m. It is 47 degrees out, so winter is coming. Today it's supposed to be 74, but this morning it's 47 degrees. It's been getting down into the 40s at night because, of course, it's September, and I live in Coxsackie, New York. If you don't know where Coxsackie, New York, it is about 10 miles from Catskill, New York, which is in the Catskill Mountains. So yes, winter is coming. Am I ready for winter? Yes, I'm pretty much ready for winter. I think I'm going to get a small heater for the car. It's just going to be like one of them desk heater things. I've been looking on Amazon and doing some research for that. Right now, it hasn't been too, bad for me and Annabelle here. I got her a sweatshirt, which is right here, which she's not wearing right now, because we're in the car, and I didn't want her to get too warm. But I got her a sweatshirt. She's got her nice warm blanket here. I got a blanket, of course. I love the winter months, and I love the cold. I don't like the heat. I'm not the kind of person that likes summer. If it's about 70 degrees out, that's my kind of weather. If it's 75 degrees out, it's too hot for me. So I don't like the heat. I'd rather have the cold. Even when I had my apartment, I would sleep with my windows open during the wintertime. I would have the heat on downstairs for my mom and stuff. But upstairs, of course, gets hotter when you have heat on. So I used to have my windows open even during the wintertime. When it was 0 degrees out, I used to have my window open and my fan on. That's the kind of person I was. I was always covered up with a blanket, but I always had my fan on, even during the wintertime, because I love the wintertime. I love the coldness. And I think that's partly because I'm on a lot of medications. During back, a couple of years ago, I was on, medication for depression, anxiety, stress. And now I'm on heart medication. I'm on blood pressure medication. I'm on diabetic medication, and sometimes those medications, when you're on them, they make you overheat and you just can't stand to be in the heat. And that's the kind of person I am. So I'm loving that it's getting cooler out. I'm glad that winter is almost here. I have saved some money, but I have spent some money too on necessary repairs in my car. Currently, we are staying in my 2007 Saturn Ion. This is our memory foam mattress, and as you can see here, it's a twin mattress, and it fits in this car perfectly. And I could put my legs all the way down here. This is the trunk of my car, and it just fits my car perfectly, and I'm glad I got it because it's very comfortable. And but I did have some necessary repairs that I had to make to my car. I just recently had to get it inspected in New York. If you don't know, you have to have your car inspected every single year. And they inspect pretty much everything. They inspect your brakes, they inspect your, your suspension and steering and things like that. I took my car to get inspected, and they inspected everything and said everything was fine. But they did find out that my inner tie rods were bad. So they said that I had to have them replaced before I got the car inspected. So that was an unexpected expense of $457, which I guess wasn't too bad. Actually, no, it was $475. Sorry, $475. Now I would have did those myself, but an inner tie rod is a little bit bigger of a job than an outer tie rod. If it was the outer tie rod, I probably would have did it myself because those are pretty easy. But since it was the inner tie rod, that's a little bit of a bigger job than the outer tie rods. There's a lot of work that I do on my car. I did the brakes before I went and got it inspected. I put new rotors and brake pads on the front. Now, if you're a person that doesn't know how to do your car or work on your car and you want to do it yourself and save money, just go on YouTube and look on videos about doing your brakes, about doing the muffler system, about doing this, about doing that. That is where I learned how to work on my cars. I watched a lot of mechanics online, and I learned to do this stuff myself. Now, the front brakes would have costed me probably at a place like Midas or something like that, or a garage. It probably would have costed me a few $100s because I had to have new front rotors, and I had to have a set of brake pads, of course. And then you got the labor and stuff. Now, in a garage or whatever the case may be, or if you went to a regular parts store, a brake rotor, which is the round disc, if you don't know what a brake rotor is, in Advance Auto or Napa or something like that, one rotor is about $80 to $90, sometimes more. If you got a more fancy car or whatever the case may be, sometimes it's even more. But usually it's about $80 a piece, and you can get them off of Amazon for $28 a piece. So you're saving $50, over $50 a piece. So if you buy two of them, you're saving over $100 on two rotors. That's a big savings if you buy them on Amazon. You just got to make sure you get the right ones, the right sizes, and the ones that go for your car. Amazon does have a thing where you could punch in the make of your car, the model of your car, and it will give you the exact fit for your car. So keep that in mind. Brake pads on Amazon are about another $26, whatever the case may be. So it costed me a total of $84 to replace two front rotors and the brake pads. And it's very easy to do. I mean, you just take the caliper off, you put the new, you take the brake pads, rotors off, and then you put the new ones on and then pop the caliper back on. It's pretty easy. You do not have to bleed your brakes if you don't unhook your caliper. So remember that. You don't have to bleed your brakes if you don't unhook your caliper. If you keep your caliper hooked up, then you don't have to bleed your brakes once you put it all back together. Just make sure once you put it all back together that you step on the brake before you go anywhere, to make sure the caliper pops back out and is in the right position. So yeah, that is pretty easy to do. And if you don't know how to do it, you can always go to YouTube, like I said, and you can look it up and it will show you how to do it. It doesn't matter what car you got. Also, I did my own emergency brake cables. Both of my emergency brake cables snapped. This was a year ago. I did them now. But a year ago they snapped, and a garage didn't really want to get into the, fixing them, because you have to run them from the back of the car to the front of the car. You got to run them underneath the carpet. But it was a very easy job for me to do. I looked online how to do it, and I did it myself. Now, those cables, I think it cost me about $80 for the both of them together. Of course, I had to buy two separate times, and I had to buy them. but it was only like 80 bucks it costed me to do that myself. In a garage or at Midas, it probably would have cost at least $300 or $400. So there are a lot of things that you could do with your car and fix on your own. I just fixed the transmission speed sensor and just a lot of things that you could fix on your own. But I did have to fix the tie rod ends. That costed me $457. So now I got to make up that money because I've taken it out of the money that I'm saving for my SUV. I know I'm not going to be getting the SUV until after winter, so it's going to be another 4 or 5 months. And I will be showing everybody the build out of that SUV and my used SUV once I get it. I will show everybody, and I will show everybody the build out process. But until then, I will make videos on different topics and different things and just check in with you guys. So if you're interested in any kind of videos or any kind of entertainment, maybe, or my puppy here, Annabelle, as you can see, cutie pie. Ah! 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 I just love her to death. This is my Chihuahua Dachshund mixed Annabelle. Daddy loves you, huh? Yeah, Daddy loves you. She's just so cute. She's helped me through so much. She's helped me out with my depression and my anxiety and my stress. If you don't have an animal and you're suffering from one of those things, I would suggest getting a pet. Even if it's not a doggy or a kitty, get a turtle, get a bird. It will help you in the long run. I've had her now for about 6 or 7 years. She just loved my mom to death. My mom passed away of cancer in February of 2022. So I know she misses her grandma and my mama a lot. You miss grandma? Where's grandma? Where's grandma? Where's grandma? Where's grandma? Actually, my mom's right there. Yeah, she fell over. I gotta pick her up. But yeah, she's in an urn and she is with us in the car also. But yeah, this is Annabelle. I just love her to death, huh, fat girl? Oh, fat girl, look at that fat belly. Look at that fat belly. So, please support the channel. You can support this channel for totally free by hitting the subscribe button down below and the all notification bell to the right hand side, sharing out this video, and making a comment. Please check back regularly for new videos, but if you hit that notification bell and the subscribe button, you will get notification when I upload a video. Like I said, I do different topics on this channel, talk about different things and just life in general, and give updates on what me and Annabelle here are doing and how we are doing in the car. This is a lifestyle that I chose after watching a lot of YouTubers and van lifers and campers. This is a life that I chose and a life that I want to do. And, I just want to live the rest of my life like this and enjoy the rest of my life that I got left. If you don't know, I had a heart attack in 2021 and almost died. Almost died in 2022 from some GI blood loss. And, I decided after that I needed to make a change, moved out of my apartment into my car, and here I am trying to save money to build my tiny home on wheels. So please, again, support the channel by hitting the subscribe button, on notification bell, and I will see you in my next video.